Good morning and thank you for tuning in to another installment on This Day with Christy. Howdy. Today is Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. We're going to begin today with jumping in our magic van and going to the past, the present, the strange, and possibly other dimensions. That being said, let's hop in our van and go for a ride. Today in music history, in 2016, Drake set a new UK record for the digital age when One Dance, featuring Wizkid and Kyla, became the longest running #1 single since downloads and streams were included in the rankings. The song, which appeared on the Canadian rapper, singer, and songwriter's fourth studio album, Views, spent 11 weeks on the chart, while it also marked Drake's first #1 hit as a lead artist in 15 countries, including the US, Australia, and Canada. Pretty impressive. In 2007, the White Stripes topped the UK chart with their 7th and final album, Icky Thump. Don't do this to me, Mama. Icky Thump, okay? The release marked their second #1 LP in the UK, following 2003's Elephant, while across the Atlantic, Icky Thump earned the duo their third Grammy for Best Alternative Music Albums. In 1965, the Hollies scored their first #1 hit in UK with I'm Alive. The song, which spent 3 weeks in the top position, was one of 25 top 40 singles for the long-running group. Sorry, my tongue got in the way of my eye teeth and I couldn't see what I was saying. In 1967, Procol Harum's A Whiter Shade of Pale began its run on the Billboard Hot 100. And I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, so forgive me. The enduring Baroque pop tune, which had been covered more than 1,000 times, peaked at the #5 position, while it would top the UK pop chart. One of the world's best-selling singles of all time, the song would later be inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame and included on the Rolling Stones 500 Greatest Songs of All Time ranking. In 1965, John Lennon released his second book, A Spaniard in the Works, a follow-up to his 1964 debut, In His Own Words. In His Own Right, spelled W-R-I-T-E. The book's title was a play on the saying, A Spanner in the Works. Much like its predecessor, it featured a variety of drawings and nonsensical stories by the Beatles. I'm sure it did. Anywho, time to hop back in that van and take us up to Factoid Town, where we learned some facts. Today we officially celebrate Fairy Day and Pralines Day. I'd rather have a fairy than a praline, but that's me. I'm kind of weird like that. In 2024, WikiLeaks founder founder Julian Assange walked free after a 14-year legal battle. After creating WikiLeaks in 2010 and releasing classified U.S. military documents, Assange faced 14 years of legal challenges and imprisonment. He spent the last 5 years in a high-profile London prison and was ultimately released after pleading guilty in a U.S. court. Yeah, that's what you do with traitors. Got it. He had to know somebody. Anyhow, I need to shut up. In 2022, U.S. Supreme Court officially overturned the women's constitutional right to abortion. Roe v. Wade stemmed from a legal case in 1973. I worked on that case in school. Later, this case became a constitutional right for women to have abortions. The decision was met with backlash after several communities stating privacy and health concerns. Also in 2022, a gunman opened fire and killed 2 people and injured 20 at a popular LGBTQ+ nightclub in Oslo, Norway. A 42-year-old man was later arrested after opening fire at 3 other locations in the city. The police called the attack an extreme Islamic terrorist attack. Organizers canceled the Pride Parade following the police's advice. I don't know why it says the following, but okay. Anyhow, yeah, that's fucked up. Messed up. Sorry, YouTube. I know that was bad. Anywho, in 2020, Pakistan International Airlines grounded 150 of its pilots, after discovering their licenses were fake. An international investigation into Pakistan International Airlines began after a horrific plane crash that claimed 97 lives was found to be caused by pilot error. In 2010, the longest tennis match in history took place. The match was between American player John Isner and French player Nicolas Mahut in Wimbledon. It lasted an incredible 11 hours and 5 minutes over 3 days. That's torture going like this. They had to... Oh, that made myself dizzy. Also that same year, the Twilight Saga Eclipse premiered in Los Angeles. In 2003, the USA National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration launched the NOAA-17 satellite. NOAA-17... God. Sorry about that. My computer glitched out and popped an ad right over it and then said, sorry, failed to load. Anywho, back to where I was. NOAA-17, a polar orbiting weather satellite, was launched atop the Titan 23G rocket from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. It functioned perfectly until it was decommissioned on April 2013. It then stayed in space until 2021 when it broke up in orbit. In 1982, the U.S. Supreme Court declared that no president could be sued for their choices while in office. The rule came after an Air Force personnel named Arthur Ernest Fitzgerald tried to sue President Richard Nixon after losing his contractor's position. I don't know why he sued the president for whatever. People sue for anything nowadays. In 1964, an announcement was made to say that all cigarette packages in the U.S. must display health warnings. The Federal Trade Commission implemented this rule from January 1st the following year, and the first warning read, cigarette smoking may be hazardous to your health. I remember when I started smoking that was on there too. It was only a short time later, actually. Less than 10 years. Anyway. No, 13 years. Sorry about that. In 1939, Siam changed its name to Thailand. Thai people have always referred to their nation as Thailand, but the foreign name for the nation was Siam. So Siam was used to dealing with outsiders. However, in 1939, Siam's third prime minister decided to officially change the name to reflect what the Thai people called their nation. Some things don't change. In 2001, Pablo Picasso had his first exhibition in Paris, France. Come here, little child. Come here, little lady. Let me show you what I got in my jacket. He's an exhibitionist. What can I say? Oui, oui. Oh my God. And in 1866, this will be the last one, the Battle of Custoza took place during the Third Italian War of Independence. An Austrian army defeated the Italian army, which was led by Alfonso Ferrero La Morma, sorry about that, and Enrico Caldini during the Austro-Prussian War. Now, it's time to hop back in the van and put on our thinking caps because it's time for trivia. First question. The Japanese art of binding or tying using ropes in an aesthetic or erotic context is known by what name? Answer: shibari or kinbaku. Question: what early 19th century French aristocrat lent his name to the sadomasochistic, I think I said that right, practice of deriving pleasure from inflicting pain? Answer: the Marquis de Sade. Oh God. I'm just reading these two. Question: often called the Cadillac of vibrators, what brand name is synonymous with the classic powerful wand massager? Answer: Hitachi Magic. Oh my God, this is too funny. Question. This is the bonus question. Which pop star had the Billboard Song of the Year in 2002 with the club-ready hit Hot in Here? Answer: Nelly. Now let's take off our trivia hats and put on our party hats because it's time for birthdays. In 1944, Jeff Beck. Another 1944, Chris Wood. God damn it. 1944, Arthur Brown. 1945, Colin Blunstone. 1947, Mick Fleetwood. 1949, John Isley. 1957, Astro. 1967, Richard Sven Crespi. In 1986, Solange. And in 1948, Fonda. Miss you, Mama. Happy birthday. And now, we did trivia. You can catch us here 7 days a week with Brian the Rockstone on WCDI. And don't forget to check out the Top Rope Report every Sunday and Wednesday. Have a great one. Have a great one. Ciao.